What's good with the family, man? First and foremost, man, I appreciate everybody who downloaded my free 3-step guide. You know what I'm saying? This guide, I'm about to talk about how to lock a woman in within 7 days. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right to it. This is after you already got the phone number or the social media. So after you get the phone number or the social media, you want to wait maybe about 5-10 minutes. And then you want to follow up with something smooth. You know what I'm saying? And I like to follow up with something like, it was a pleasure to meet you. I had to introduce myself. I wasn't going to let you pass me by that easily. And usually when I say something like that, they always respond laughing or, oh, that's sweet or something like that. You already setting that tone that you goofy, you got some personality, you smooth, and you don't mind taking risks. And by doing that, that's instantly going to get her undivided attention. Now, the next step to this is actually having a conversation, actually having a real, engaging, refreshing, interesting conversation. You can ask a little bit about herself, but you don't want to ask too much. You want to save a lot of that stuff, especially for you dudes that don't really got no mouthpiece. You want to save all the real juicy, the real good shit for when you first meet this woman, so you have something to talk about in person. You feel me? So you can get to know her a little bit, what city she from, how old she is, what she got going on and stuff like that. And then you can start talking about trending topics. You know what I mean? So, and always tell dudes too, if you get her social media, scroll through up and down her social media, see what she posts, see what her interest is. If you meet her on Tinder or on Bumble, go look at her hobby, see what she like. And based off what you see on her profile of what she like, you can use that as a conversation starter. You know what I'm saying? She, for whatever reason, don't have any information on there or nothing you can really feed off of. Just ask her. You like, what type of music you like? Okay. Oh, you like Drake? Okay, yeah. What you think about the Drake album? What you think about this? What you think about that? It's just finding creative, engaging topics to keep the conversation going. You feel me? And then when the conversation is at its highest level, when you guys texting or if you on the phone, you chopping it up, y'all both laughing, having a good time. For the ones that don't have no mouthpiece, that run out of things to talk about, when that conversation get to its highest point, find an excuse to get off the phone. Find the excuse to text her later. Make up something. When you end the conversation at the highest note, she gonna be feeling some type of way because she's having a good time. She don't want to get off the phone. She probably want to talk to you all damn night. You know what I'm saying? But this is to avoid any awkward silence. And this is to avoid you running out of things to talk about. She gonna be looking forward to the next time y'all talk, so then her interest gonna be 10 times more than what it was when you first met. So now it's maybe a couple days that y'all kind of been texting, going back and forth. This is where you need to figure out what her schedule is like throughout the week. Ask her when she's free throughout the week so you can plan something. And it don't even have to be nothing expensive. I always tell guys the first date need to be something simple like Starbucks, like a coffee date. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to go have drinks, that's cool. If you want to go have drinks, go somewhere where it's not too expensive. Go somewhere that got a nice happy hour, but a cool environment. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to spend a lot of money on this first date. This first date is all mental. This first date is to see each other in person again, to really feel each other vibe, to see if you really digging each other. Women love when a man take control of the situation, so you need to plan everything out. They don't want no man that's indecisive, so you can't be indecisive. You can't be, oh, well, this place look cool, this place. No, pick a spot, plan it, set the date, show up for the day. When you show up to the day, you need to be looking good. You need to be smelling good. Your fingernails need to be clean. You need to have a fresh cut. If you got braids, you got long hair, your hair need to be did. This first meetup or this first date is probably the most important because this is going to set the tone on how interested she's going to be. As soon as you get out the car, as soon as you walk into the restaurant, as soon as you walk into Starbucks, all eyes is on you. So you need to be looking your best. You need to be smelling your best. And when you first walk up to her, based off how the conversation's been going all week, if you feel comfortable giving her a hug, give her a hug. If you feel more comfortable, if you really want to be a gentleman, you can give her a nice handshake. You know what I'm saying? I done met a lot of females in person for the first time, and I give her a nice soft handshake, and they like that. And sometimes I even spray some cologne on my hand. That's some game for you, but spray some cologne on your hand, give her a nice handshake. Most of the time when you wearing some cologne and the female's digging that cologne, you already halfway there. Now it's just really up to you not to fuck it up. If you the type of dude that got a good personality, women love a man that can make them laugh. Now, I'm not saying you got to be a clown. I'm not saying you got to be going above and beyond to try to make her laugh. But I'm just saying, she's going to be reading your body language. You know what I mean? So you need to be comfortable. You're going to look confident. You're going to look smooth, calm, and collected. Now, the first date really should be all about her. It shouldn't be nothing about you. It shouldn't be the time where you bragging about your degrees or stuff like that. If she asks you, yeah, I have a degree from woo, woo, woo. If you got 3 or 4 degrees, say that for later. Just let her know, I got a degree. Yeah, I got a degree in accounting. Yeah, I plan on doing this. That's what's up. But you know what? Enough about me. I want to know about you. What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? This is really a job interview. You don't want to make it seem like a job interview, but this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to just be grilling her with a bunch of questions. You need to come up with a creative way to ask her certain stuff and just get her talking about herself. You know what I'm saying? And the highest level of game is when you got a woman having such a good time and she's talking and she's talking and she's just talking. And then by the end of the night, it's like, well, damn, I just done talked about myself. I don't really know too much about him, but I've exposed everything about myself. And when you do stuff like that, then that causes curiosity. You created a certain type of mystery within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can have a good conversation and you can talk about your life, but you don't have to expose everything. A lot of women will expose a lot of shit the first time they meet you. You know what I mean? So you just there to keep good eye contact, to smile. You know what I'm saying? Really listen to what she say. Another thing, a big thing that I want to tell you guys not to do. The big thing is never talk about sex. Everything should be all mental. All mental. Sex should be the last thing that's on your mind because you trying to make love to this woman's mind. And when you stimulate a woman's mind, the sex is going to come. Trust me. And the sex is going to be 10 times better. I forgot the saying. The saying is, you know, not talking about the sex make the woman want sex more. You know what I'm saying? So you just having good conversation with her. You smelling good. She digging your vibe. You know, you making her blush. You might even make her shy, but you showing her your intellect. Just a little bit, little spritz of the intellect. That's going to make her wet. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's like you really just marinating. You just marinating right now. She going to cook herself. You just marinating. You know what I'm saying? You just there to make her feel 100% comfortable. Because when a woman feel comfortable with you, oh, she going to give you whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So if sex is really what you want, the more you make a woman comfortable, the more you stimulate a woman's mind, oh, she's going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? But you never press that issue. Whoever talk about sex or insinuate sex first loses. Just think of it like that. But if she throwing it at you, yeah, go on and hit that. You know what I'm saying? If she gonna throw it at you, then hit it. But you do not insinuate. You do not press that issue, man. We all hands off. It's all mental. We allow them to initiate the sex. We allow them to initiate the physical contact. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all downloading this, man. I hope it helped. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you follow, subscribe to all my platforms, whatever I got going on. And other than that, man, this game affiliated. And if real niggas grew on trees, every female will have one. Y'all be cool. Peace.